Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another stream, welcome to another video. And it's been about a week and we're starting a whole new project today. What are we starting today? Well, today we are starting to build on this little guy right here. This is a master grade Bandai Gundam called the Freedom. Now this guy is he's from the series called, oh, why am I suddenly not remembering what series he's from? Gundam Seed Destiny. That's it. He's from Gundam Seed Destiny. So, as you can tell, obviously, I've already opened the box, and I went through and I took all the runners out of the plastic bags. Now, this particular series is going to be a little bit different than my normal thing. I know that you guys who follow my airplane builds and my tank builds, well, I've checked my analytics on YouTube, and you guys really are not very interested in my Gundam builds at all. And I can understand why. It's a completely different build. They are totally different. Building an airplane is totally different than building a Bandai kit, because Bandai kits, all you do is take them off the runners, you clean it up, and you assemble it. And, well, you don't need glue. You don't necessarily need paint. You can just you clean up the part and you put them together, and they always fit perfect, and you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You want to build a Gundam kit? What do you need? Nippers. You need a knife. You need a razor. This is the glass file. You need one of these. Well, you don't, but I really super highly recommend it. And then some kind of sanding sponges. And that's all you need. That's all you need to put a Gundam kit together. Or really any Bandai kit. So, what I've decided to do, I watched other Gunpla kits being built on YouTube and stuff like that, and they are popular. These YouTube channels that they dedicate to Gundam kits, they are popular. And the difference in those shows, videos, is they don't show the full process. It's like snip, 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 clip, 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 and they're super highly edited videos. And yeah, it's just, that's the way those are. I prefer to do the whole process and show you guys exactly what's involved in a build, right? And that's what makes, in a little bit of a sense, that's kind of what makes my channel a little bit unique, in that I show the entire process, including any challenges that I wind up having along the way. So that if you guys watch my videos and watch all the way through, which I know that you don't, I know the average length time that people watch my videos is about 5 minutes, which is really kind of funny. I don't know if people are skipping through or if they just watch the first 5 and then they're bored. I don't know. It doesn't tell me that part, but I know the average duration of my videos being watched is 5 minutes. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. These other Gunpla builders that I see on YouTube, they don't go into that kind of great detail. They might do a review on a kit and how it goes together. Thank you very much, Airplane. How it goes together and all that stuff. And then they show you the articulation and how it looks, and oh, it's pretty and it looks great on my shelf and blah blah blah, and it poses all perfect and everything. But they don't show you the specifics on how different pieces go together. And of course, with Bandai's instructions, as you can tell here, They're all in Japanese with very minimal English. Yeah, okay, this says wing unit, leg unit, right leg, waist unit, right arm, body unit, head unit. But the rest of all this stuff is all in Japanese, right? That's the way Bandai kits are. It's a Japanese company, and so that's it. So anyway, this is the Freedom from Gundam Seed Destiny. All I've done is open the box. I've taken out all the runners, and I'm getting ready to assemble. So I'm going to set up my little table here. Now, one thing I am planning, something I'm planning, is going to be maybe not my next Gundam build, because my next one is going to be the, well, I'll leave that for a surprise. But my Gundam build after that one is going to be a Zaku, and I'm going to make it a custom Zaku. It's going to be my first actual customized Gundam. Even though the Zaku's not really a Gundam, it's sure it's a mobile suit, but it's not a Gundam, right? For you Gundam fans, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we're going to start with this guy here. We're building the Freedom, not the Strike Freedom. That, of course, is a different kit. This is just the Freedom. This is the one that appears at the beginning of the show, or at least in the first episode, right? And yeah, so we're going to start with the body unit, and we need runners A, B, E1, F1, H, I, J. Okay, so of course, typical Bandai kit, you get a whole bunch of runners, right? So let's see here. We need A, B, E1. So this is C. And we've got 2 instances of C. Alright, and I need J55, and I need 2 of them. So we'll see. Does that mean 1 off of each runner? Yes, it does. So we have 1 here. Okay. Alright. And this is going to go on here. No. How does this go? Goes like that. Okay. And he piloted the Destiny, I think they called it. Okay, and now they want me to put the pilot in there, and he is A-17. It's probably going to be white. I don't find myself opening the cockpit ever, and so you never see the pilot. So this particular one, I'm not going to put any detail. I'm not going to paint him at all. There we go. He's in there now. Just like that. Okay, so that's that. Now we move on. We need I-5 and 6, 7, and 20, all off the I tree. Okay, so we take this piece and we take this, and we're going to put these together. So go a certain way. Yep. You see, this is where being able to read that would be nice. don't know if that's supposed to go all the way onto there, or if it just stops. If I do this way, it's super tight and it doesn't want to go. But if I do it this way, it goes about halfway on and then it doesn't go any further. If I really push, I could probably get it to go on there, but I don't know if I'm supposed to. So this is where translator apps on phones helps a lot. So we have translator, and we're going to translate from Japanese to English using a camera. And I want to input the text, and it says, this here says, firmly to the back, fit it in. And that's what it says. Firmly to the back, fit it in. So, firmly to the back. There we go. We're all the way. It's friggin' tight. Okay, so now this kind of goes under here, but it's going to connect these two. So I'll put this side together first.
Eventually.
There we go. Okay. So let's try this again. And let's get this the right way around. Let's get it out of here. If we put this back on, shove it back there. Now we put this with this facing forward this time. Now it fits properly. How about that? And now when we go to reassemble it, it should. And it goes together nicely, and we've got a little bit of an ability to pivot and do this. So I've got these spread apart now because I pried them apart, but that's alright. That's all going to be hidden anyway, right? Alright, so we have that. Okay, that's done. Next. I3 J56. Okay. So I3 and J56. So I got this looking a bit different. Okay. So one hole is definitely much bigger than the other. Okay. And we want that bigger hole to be lined up on here. Sorry, the smaller hole, the thicker part, to go down on there. And then this, okay, so this peg lines up there, and then this peg lines up on this. Literally just bent my nail backwards. I'm not sure if that's supposed to just barely fit in there, or if it's supposed to it's just because these pieces are kind of rubbery. Let's grab my little needles here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, definitely. Supposed to go together. There we go. There we go. I think it's not going to move, but it's flexible in there. Got some flex, even though it doesn't. Oh, it does move. Not Not a whole lot, but it's got some movement there. Interesting. Okay. Which leads down to this, which is just doing it the other side. This is I4 and another J56. Okay. So do the same thing. Shove that on there. We've got these. This other one needs to be lined up. And just do that same thing here. It just goes onto here. So doesn't want to go on any better. Click. There we go. Just like that. And so we have that much movement. It moves forward out like that. Not sure what the purpose of that will be. I guess we'll find out as this thing comes together. Alright, so that's that. Next, this section here. We've got H8, which goes on the bottom. And we need E10, or off of the E1 tree, we need 10 and 11. So, it doesn't make much difference. So, we're going to take this one first. No, we're going to take this one first. Okay, and we're going to put it like this. Okay. And then we're going to put this guy in the hole. Doink. Like that. And we do the same with this one. Doink. Just like that. Okay? So now these guys, they go on top. And they're going to go in here. Just like that. And this goes down. Just like that. And I was right, eventually this is what the arms are going to attach to. And then we've got the 10 and 11, and they're going to go on top here and cover up these holes. So we want the part sticking outy. Actually, want to clean that up a little bit. Another thing I like to do, having built a couple of these kits now, on these darker colored parts that aren't necessarily black, but they're dark, if there's a nub mark that I can't really, I try as I might, I can't really get rid of it 100%. I will utilize the panel wash, the panel line accent color, and put them in. To hide it. I think this is going to go like that. I think this goes like that. It hasn't snapped in, although it's not falling out. I think this is going like that. It seems to fit nicely. So I think those are just going like that. Now we'll get to this guy. Now this is where I'm going to be using my razor a little bit. So I'm going to use my knife and trim down that nub just so there's not much there. Because I want to get as little, take off as much material as I can without stressing the plastic. Okay. Now, a brand new blade, that's useful. Okay. I'm not using a brand new blade, and I probably should be. Okay. And now I'm going to come in with my razor. This is my glass file, which again I highly recommend. If you like building Gunpla and you don't own one of these, save up your money and buy one.
Eventually.
Now this goes with the two little separated parts going towards this side, which is the front. Now where does it clip? I guess it goes all the way up. Just like that. A little shock exposed there on the side. Still has the articulation there on the waist. Perfect. Okay, next page. E1, 16 and 18. E1, that's this guy, right? Yes, 16 and 18. Because I'm not painting them, I want to make sure all my surfaces are nice and shiny and the same. If I was planning on painting this kit, then I wouldn't really care if I left a bit of a, one side was, you could easily tell that I had used sandpaper on it and the other side I hadn't. It wouldn't make any difference. But because I'm not painting it, I need to make sure I got all surfaces relatively the same. There we go. Put a little gray piece on. And now this goes on the front. Right there, and these two pieces which are currently separating, but I can squish them together and put this on. I think. Stomach is now attached. Now I want F1 number 10. It's H-E. This goes on top. Let's line up the 4 holes. Bunk, 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 bunk. And you see what I mean? It's getting increasingly harder and harder to see the pilot in there. What the heck is his name anyway? I can't remember his name. Okay. Now we want E1 19. E1 19, I want I 33 and 34. Okay, so I want this direction, and it goes under here. This. And maybe it goes over the top of that. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. So actually these two nub marks do need to be cleaned up, because it's going to be visible. Go. There we go. Okay, so that's there. And then his neck goes on. And how do they want the neck? Facing that way. There we go. He's going to have a little bit of movement in his head and his neck. Not much at all. But there you go. Okay, moving on. Next. Now we get to go with this guy. That was E116. And then I need a B21. Actually, I need 2 of them. So it's probably going to be a 1 off of each tree because I got 2 Bs. And there's the other one. You know what else did I need? I need this guy. I need to clean him up now. Alright, there's that. Now, these guys. Very small, and they go into those little slots. It looks like I literally pushed it all the way through. What the? don't think I'm supposed to push it all the way through. It's got a bit of a notch on the top, and that's, they want that. They want the notch facing up, but I was getting resistance. And right there, it's not sitting tight at all. So I just pushed a little harder, and there it went in. But then I pushed it even more, and it just pushed it all the way through. I think that notch is just supposed to line up there, and I'm going to glue that. You don't normally need glue on a Bandai kit, but I just want to make sure this little guy ain't going to go anywhere. So there he is. So while I'm doing that, I might as well get E115. Where did you go, E1? There you are. Now, this other guy. There we go. That should be perfect. Yes. Same thing on this side. You can push it in all the way through if I want to, and I don't want to. So let's just put some glue on him, and it should hold him. As long as I don't put too much stress on it, he should stay where he belongs. Okay. So now these go on. So we've got two little slots on the inside there, and they line up with these two little slots here. Or at least they should. Just like that. Go. All right. Those done, we move down to here, and we have to put number E117, A32, and I14 all together. So we have E1. So we take this and we put it down on top of this. A nice little red and blue accent there. I need to fix that. There we go. And then this guy goes in underneath, and it doesn't matter which way he goes, he just clips in here. Snap, just like that. Now, fortunately, this is going to be easy on this one. It just goes snap onto here. Like that. And then it goes in like that. So this cockpit is nice and easy. Doink. That's all it does. Man, what a pain for him to get out of there if he ever needs to. Next, we have F1, 12, and 13. They go on his chest. And I think we go like this. Yes. Just like that. Now, what I'd actually like to see is different colors inside these fins, because it's the same. I don't know, it doesn't contrast enough to really show off the fins. Not enough for my liking anyway. Although it does, I mean, inside here is a little bit slightly darker gray than the actual fin. It is a slightly darker gray, but I don't know, not enough for me. Anyway, next, back to the A tree, 1, 6, and 7. Probably looking at some red and some white. Okay, going back to here. 7. Well, how do they have this oriented? Like this. 7 goes on this side. Goes on this side, 1 goes here. Covering up his hips. Now, last part, I, number 8 and E114. Okay, so first we put this on. This is going to go on here somewhere, somehow. We want to line it up with this. I guess it's like this. There we go. Alright. And this goes on the back. Just like that. So this is where all these pieces like this, I think, would look better as a gunmetal color, and they would stand out in more contrast to this dark blue. And I think would have been a better choice for Bandai to do, rather than what they have gone with. I think it would just look a little nicer, I think, and a better contrast between the dark blue and these dark gray parts. But that's our chest piece, guys. That's done. And so with that, that's part 1 of the Freedom build. Yay, freedom! And next we're going to be doing the head. Yes, we're going to give our Gundam a head. And, yeah. Actually, the head is pretty simple. Should I do the head now? Give it head now? Sure. Why not? Let's give it some head. Alright. Body side, put away. Head unit, we need A as well. We need F1 and we need I. So we already have the stuff we need here. I just don't need H. And I don't need my B's. Okay. So, let's see what we got here. We need A25, 29, and F111. Stickers, decals, whatever. We've got these. And then we have stickers. Okay? And then we've got our little metal ones, of course. You get your typical mask that the Gundams always have. And I am supposed to put my decal on for this. I just need to determine exactly how it goes on there. It looks like I just press it in there.
Eventually.
Alright, so let's put these together now. So we want A29 and F111. So we've got F111 here. And this is supposed to have the little notch on the top. And then A29 goes like this. And it lines up under here somehow. Like that. Okay. And then the face shield goes on the front. Like this. So this little part sticking out is actually going to be his chin. This now goes this, and then this piece slides into this, like so. Okay. Like that. Next. Boom. We want A 18, 19, and 23. And we want some decals again. Alright, so we need to put decals on this. And they want them on both sides, number 2 and number 3. And again, we're at the using our metal decals. Number 2 and number 3. Okay. So now we want to have this facing in this direction like this. And we want to start by, let's put them in this side first, I guess. We need to line that up. I think it's going like this. No, wrong way. No, yeah, that is right. It's like sticking up. But I guess it's correct. Okay. That's a little strange. But, you know, they made it, so they gotta know what they're doing. Two halves together, just like that. Okay, that's what we got so far. Don't think we've got any more stickers to go on here. So we want A14, 26, and 27. Okay, so these two little things that go on the sides. It's hard to tell which way is up. I think the bigger side is up. And go like this. Yes. My guess was right. So far, this is the most complicated head I've built. These little pieces are usually already built into the mold and not separate. And then we have his mohawk. So we'll go up here. This or the other way? The other way. There we go. Okay. And that's it for this. Next we have A15 and 21. Okay. Back of the head. Slides in like that. And this goes in here. Yes, just like so. That. And now our last two pieces, A8 and 28. And 8 go together first. And it goes like this. That. And then it goes in there. And there's the head, just like that. So he's actually got four horns, technically. And his head snaps on like that. And there we go. We have the body and head of our Gundam, just like that. Lots of head movement on this guy. That in there tight enough, so that's moving around on me. But yeah, lots of articulation on the head of this guy. Yeah, There you go. There he is. And so with that, we're going to call it a day. And that'll be it for part 1, guys. So, hit the like button, please. Help me out with those YouTube algorithms. Right down there in the middle is the like button. And over here on this side, hit that subscribe too. That would be really appreciated. And while you're at it, just a little below, there's a description box. I'm going to put a link in for the Razor kit. If you're interested, you can check that out and you can go there. Not sponsored by them. Don't worry about that. I really love this thing, and I highly recommend it, especially if you enjoy building Gunpla kits. It's fantastic for cleaning them up. And then head over to my Twitch. There's links down there. There's going to be Twitch and my Instagram if you want to check out still pictures of everything that I've built, including my most recent one was the 1/32 scale at 15. You can go check out the pictures of it there. Anyway, I'm going to leave it for there, leave it for there, yeah, leave it for there, leave it for that, call it a day, and I'm done. And so, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, thank you very much. And yeah, I'm going to call it a day, and maybe continue on this tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Next step is the arms. So, thanks you guys again. Thank you so much for everything and all your support. You guys are really awesome. Thanks again. And with that, we'll call it a day, and we'll see you all in the next one.